Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are following up after our initial impressions of the new Mizuno Pro line, which were very good. We're going to start off in detail with the blade, the 221, probably the most traditional blade you can buy, I would say, in the market right now.
People are going to want to look at this iron, Matty, because of the subtleties of the progression of the design. Some iron sets are designed, obviously, scoring irons traditionally they're trying to flight them lower. Mid irons kind of, in that kind of strong mid position, and then long irons try and get the CG deep and low to take advantage of the loft being stronger, so the flight gets up a little bit more. This is not about that. This little adjustment to CG, like you said, is much more about trying to optimize the strike location and the flight of that particular iron, not trying to make it the progressive way that others are. More
so, I guess, the really kind of particular ball striker, like a tour player, is it really more to get the ball to come out in the same window with most clubs versus I'm going to have long irons that go high, I want short irons to go short, really just a consistent flight.
Definitely. Yeah. Trying to obviously locate that mass behind the strike. I think that's, because from a feedback perspective, you're always looking to hit it solid.
Yeah.
Right. And really, the mass needs to be behind the strike in order for it to feel solid, to maximize ball speed, to get consistent launch windows through launch and spin.
Right.
So that's a big part of what this is as well. So we know the delivery differences between a short iron, a mid iron, and a long iron, the progression in angle of attack, and the progression in shaft lean. So those require different CG locations in order to maximize the solid strike behind those three.
Makes a lot of sense. MP20 was the launch of the copper underlay. That was the first one that used that. It's still in this one, just maybe not making as big of a deal of it now, just because I guess that's going to be part of the MP blade lines going forward.
Definitely. Obviously to try and enhance that softness of feel that Mizuno has always been known for. One of the Keith Mitchell quotes was, obviously, they are soft, but they're scary soft.
Right.
Again, depending on what golf ball, it might open up different golf ball options for you. Maybe a firmer ball that you didn't normally like. The softness and the acoustics from this iron might allow you to up the compression a little bit and take advantage of some of the benefits of that, whatever you particularly like. We tried Pro V1 in the last test, and I mean, it was kind of almost a little startling how soft those two felt together.
Definitely, yeah. The Pro V1X might be, and that's what you're going to use in this video?
I'm actually going to, so I've been using TP5X
for
a little while, so I'm going to probably try and get my own contrasted in those feels by going a little bit up in the compression and see if I could live with that ball.
Yeah.
It's fine in my Muras because they are soft.
Yes.
And I'll be interested to see if it's the same with this.
Very nice. Okay, why don't we get a few shots? You got the pitching wedge to start?
Got the wedgie.
It's a good sound there. Very nice. Yeah, it's a good flight even with TP5X being a bit of a lower spin ball. That's tons of spin. And a nice low kind of launch window like you would want to have with that wedge.
Yep.
Pin seeker. Very nice there. Yeah, came out of the same launch window again.
Yep.
Just a bit less spin, I think, because you just drew it a little bit left. But very solid there. Yeah, I think all three shots landed within a yard of each other. Quite nice. Yeah, very good for distance control, and flights looked almost identical. Yeah, not much variance between shots at all, is there?
No, definitely not.
Very tight on spin, especially launch. I mean, to keep all three within half a degree in launch is great. I mean, the shots are going to functionally look exactly the same. A nice strike there. That's nice too. Very similar. That might be scary similar, actually. So within a half degree in launch, within 50 RPMs of spin, almost the same ball speed, a yard more in the carry. really nice. That sounded great.
Yeah, I lost maybe a hair in the heel a touch, but
Okay.
it was okay. You can see just ball speed drop.
Interesting.
Yeah, just a little necky on that one. It did sound good. You know, I could
came
I
off
could hear
with
it
a nice
myself,
sound.
yeah. But it didn't quite jump the way the other ones did.
It's worth seeing though, because I mean that's what you give up, and we'll test the 225s later, and you'll see a little bit of a heel strike. Probably won't really matter, but you heel strike a blade a bit, and you lost 5 or 6 yards of carry. That's significant.
Got away with the kind of line on it and stuff, but maybe if you because of the shape of the green, you kind of go a little left, a little right with that strike, and you probably aren't making it onto the green.
Okay, so we normally do 4-iron, 7-iron pitching wedge, but in this case, I think you had it right. It has to be the true 3-iron.
We had to do it, didn't we?
Had to do it.
People,
give you a challenge.
Yeah, exactly. 4 irons, it's not too bad. Probably 20. What do we reckon? 24 degrees of loft probably on the 4 iron. So this is more probably in line with some of the other lofts we'll be trying anyway during the test.
That's right. Yeah.
Obviously with the intimidation factor of the straight face, very thin top line.
Small head, isn't it? Sounded good. Just
it was solid.
Get over that.
Get up.
Almost. Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a really good strike. Plenty of spin on that for the 3-iron. So as you said, I mean, really with a lot of sets, this is closer to being a 4-iron of a stronger set.
Definitely.
But it's good to see. So high threes in the spin. You're always going to be launching those low.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot of help from that head, but that's quick on the ball speed. Certainly
Pretty
not
decent.
slow, is it?
No.
Very efficient.
I've been very similar to the first one.
Really.
It's going to go to the bunker, but
yeah, splashed it out. It's basically the same shot, wasn't it? Almost the same launch, a little bit more spin. Quick though. Came off nice and quick.
Slightly better line, but
nice. Yeah, that'll.
I mean, they're three shots as straight as I can hit it.
I mean, you wouldn't be upset with any of those at all, would you?
No. I mean, look at that spin axis. I mean, it literally hasn't moved.
Yeah, just dead straight. Yeah, a little bit. So your strike maybe wasn't quite as good. You lost a little bit of ball speed, a little bit of spin, but still carry the distance you wanted it to.
Probably would detect then, based on that it was high in the blade.
A little bit higher in the face.
So your ball speed down, launches up, spin rates down. Flew in quite a nice line, but the distance adjustment was more the high launch, lower spin.
Gotcha. So we saw the pitching wedge and the 7-iron. They flew around 103, 109 feet respectively. Mm-hmm. You're right. The 3-iron being around 90, 91 feet, definitely a little bit more penetrating in those longer irons. But part of that is, most people are playing a 3-iron with a little bit of help. Like you play that Apex Pro to get a little bit more flight on the ball. So I think, needless to say, the 3 and 4-iron of this type of set, it's not going to be for that many people. But if you're a high ball hitter and you want to bring the ball flight down a little bit, I think this does a great job.
Quite nice. I mean, I'll say I'm pretty rusty hitting balls today. I haven't hit some balls in a while. I really thought that 3-iron was going to be
a big struggle.
A tough task. It actually really
it really hit 3 really nice strikes.
Too tough. It was pretty 3 decent shots.
But I think it'll be interesting to see, as you said in the initial video, the 223 is definitely a nice compact club. Yep. You may see some people taking interest in this club just for the combo set part of it. I mean, a pitching wedge, a 9 and an 8-iron of this. I said you had a pretty easy time with that wedge. It wasn't like not forgiving enough for most people. So will a lot of people buy the full set? Probably not, but the blade connoisseur will love this, I would say, and maybe combo them up with a different one in the line.
I'm excited to somewhat compare these numbers to the 225.
Yeah, it's going to be a different animal,
isn't it? Yeah, I just think that's kind of got probably 143, 145 ball speed in it. I think the launch conditions might look a little more similar to that.
Yep.
And it, is going to have a really user-friendly ball flight.
Yep, really nice set of irons. I mean, probably about as nice as we've ever seen from Mizuno, from a set of blades. Really nice shafts, grips, the whole package is there. And the little updates they made seem to be, right on point.
Cosmetically, from a feel perspective, the nicest I've ever hit from Mizuno. Yeah, I haven't hit an iron that feels better. Certainly played some of the old 29s and 33s and 32s over the years.
Right.
The kind of new 1025E forging that they use with the copper underlay is by far the softest feel and most solid feedback I've ever had from them. So I love what they've done.
Good combination. Well, if you are a blade lover or you have any interest even in the combo set, I would say definitely add those to your demo list alongside other ones. You know, Titleist makes a good blade also, but for most people's money, I think Mizuno will always be kind of the aspirational blade to own, isn't it?
Agreed,
Okay.
100%.
More to come, guys. We're going to do the 223s, which is the cavity back. We're going to do the 225s, which you'll be comparing directly with the blades.
Yep.
So stay tuned for both those reviews, and we'll see you again soon.